Hello YouTube, still Sir125 here again. Got my earbuds in, so I hope the mic's working. Still don't have a headset yet. I kind of failed to pick one up today while I was at Walmart, but didn't really have money for one either, to be honest. Kind of waiting until the next paycheck. But so as the title suggests, I got a story about Walmart here that actually happened today. Quick little update. I still have my job and all that stuff for the agency stuff. Other than that, though, I got me another part-time job. Currently working a couple of 6-hour shifts every week, and it's only part-time, so there's that. But anyways, on to the main part of this. So I was at Walmart today. I go in, use the restroom, go grab a cart, head over to the pharmacy to pick up some prescriptions. Excuse me. And pick up the prescriptions I need. They're actually for my mother. Anyways, pick up her prescriptions, and I start to leave the pharmacy area. I stop right in the Advil aisle there. Didn't even notice this monitor like right in front of me, about 3 feet up, or well, 3 feet in front of me, kind of at an angle up, but 3 feet in front of me and about maybe a couple feet off of my head. But yeah, it's sitting right there. I didn't even notice it because it was in this sleep mode, I guess. It goes into like a blue screen, which it went into after I started staring at it for a while when this happened. But anyways, I had the prescriptions and stuff in the bag, in a shopping bag that was given to me by them. So I was sitting there, messing around with my money that I had out, and I was putting it in order because I keep it, large bills to small bills facing back to front, and then I just fold it in half where the small bills are sticking out as usual, and put it in my pocket and keep walking around the shop, and then I pull it out when I need it, and then stick the remainder in my wallet when I'm done shopping. But I don't know, that's my little way that I was doing it today. Anyways, so I put my money away in my pocket, and then I noticed the receipt was in there, so I pulled the receipt out, put the money in my pocket, took the receipt, stuck in my bag, and I think this is when their system started tracking me for some odd reason. I stuck the receipt in my bag with the prescriptions and stuff, opened my backpack, and then I grabbed the shopping bag that had prescriptions and stuff in it, which was all it had in it, stuck it in my backpack, and then I started getting fucking strobed in my face by LED lights, and I'm like, what the fuck? I look up at a monitor that's strobing me, and it says recording in progress. I'm like, the fuck? So I started watching it, and I'm just like, is that me on the monitor? Started looking, and I'm like, huh, it is. Doing the normal thing. I'm just like, okay. And then all of a sudden, the little lights that are strobing on this motherfucker, that are little, probably, I'd have to guess 170 or so lumen LED lights that are on it, a set of 3 on each side of the monitor, strobing randomly. They just go steady as I'm watching the monitor. I'm just like, the hell's going on here? And the monitor turns to a blue screen, where Walmart, blah blah blah, roll back something, smiles or some shit. Anyways, goes to a blue screen. I'm like, did I just get abducted or something? What the fuck? And then as I start going forward, it starts going recording in progress again, but the lights are off, and I'm just like, the fuck is going on here? So I go out of the aisle, turn right, start going down, and then on my right side, there's aisles that have like deodorant and toothpaste and stuff, which I was thinking about getting, but I kind of skipped that. Especially once I started, these monitors start kicking on as I went by. And here's the fucked up thing was, they were not on as other shoppers were shopping the aisle. They only turned on as I went by, so they were tracking me, actively tracking me. And I'm just like, this is freaking me out. What the fuck? So I keep going, Then I get past the makeup aisle, which is the last one that had one in it apparently. And then there's like pet food and bedding and stuff, which didn't have any of these monitors in it, but they're probably monitored by the same type of tracking system, obviously. Anyways, go down the aisle, get the dog food, and I come back out, and there's employees walking around. No chatter on the radios, no nothing, about me or anything. So I'm just like, okay, I didn't steal nothing, so I'm not concerned really anyways. It was just kind of freaky that it was tracking me. So I go past the sporting goods, go back by the automotive where the other bathrooms are. The employees are coming back and forth. There's an assistant manager, even a loss prevention guy that was kind of obvious that kind of walked past me. And I'm getting some water, drinking some water out of the fountain. Anyways, continue on my shopping stuff, and then when I get done with shopping around, getting my clothes for work and stuff like that I needed, I go to the checkout line and mention to the cashier this shit, and it freaked me out, and she's like, oh, ha ha ha, yeah, they're kind of like that, and, she just kind of blew it off. I'm like, so you know something you're not saying. And then I mentioned to the guy at the front door and told him that it freaked me the fuck out, and he's like, oh yeah, well, yeah, they're meant to do that. We're actually putting thieves on spot now for stealing stuff, and it's programmed to activate and track and record stuff like that if it suspects anything. And I guess the movements that you did, it took his suspicion, so started tracking you. And I'm like, what the fuck? Anyways, so Walmart's little tracking system, okay, it's cool and everything. I didn't get stopped or checked or anything like that. They didn't even check my bag. They just checked my receipt as I went out the door, and that was it. But I have a problem with those strobes, though. Here's the thing. There are people that pick up their prescriptions and do the same exact thing. They have epilepsy. So all I can see is a lawsuit waiting to happen due to someone getting strobed by the same fucking lights on the monitor. And I'd be okay with it, if it didn't have the strobes on it. But the main thing is the strobes on a monitor would cause someone to have an epileptic seizure, fall down, likely smack their head on the floor, and cause a major fucking lawsuit for Walmart. Correct me if I'm wrong. If no one has done nothing, and, they are even tracked by the system and they get strobed and they get injured due to the fucking strobing from the system, does that not cause a lawsuit for personal injury? I would say so, and I think that all these, for lack of a better term, ambulance chasing lawyers would be all over this shit by now. But it's something that I've noticed new, and I haven't been at our Walmart for actually probably going about 3.5 months now, almost 4 months. So they've gotten within the last 4 months, 5 months for sure. But yeah, the main thing that got me about these things is they strobed me to get my attention. I'm not epileptic, but I'm just saying, someone that is, that's just a lawsuit waiting to happen. But, and I know that because I used to work as a PCA, a personal care attendant, which is trained basically like a nurse, and you're trained to deal with different kinds of disabilities and whatnot, and seizures and epilepsy happens to be part of our training. But, I just kind of took that, and I was like, if I was a PCA, I would be filing a lawsuit right now because that is fucking illegal. That is basically personal injury to strobe someone, even with just a mechanical machine like that. I know there's people out there going to disagree. Ooh, well, if they're stealing, okay, if they're stealing, whatever, but you still can't just strobe somebody like that, even if they are, shoplifting or something. I understand it wants to get the person's attention, like, hey, look up here, we're watching you. Okay, that's fine. It could have just been the monitor pop-up, and, like, have some words on the screen, like, slowly flashing red or something, not neon or anything, but like a, decent red or something like that, or blue or something to get your attention, or even black, because those colors don't typically affect the, what they call a seizure spectrum, because it's usually bright colors that do that. But no, these are like, high intensity lumen flashing lights, sets of 3 on each side that were just strobing at random, and I'm like, what the fuck? It was bright enough that it got my attention, so it's like, what the fuck are you guys thinking with these? These are going to cause someone to sue your ass from personal injury lawsuit. I mean, that's just my 2 cents on it, but I thought I'd share that info with you guys today. But, yeah, I was contemplating speaking to the manager there, but I doubt they'd give 2 shits about my input, so I don't know. But, my old supervisor's coming over on Tuesday, and I'm going to talk to her about it, because I honestly don't think that's right, you know, to have strobing lights, whether or not they're an attention-getting deal or whatever, because that can literally cause personal injury. I mean, even just falling from a standing height, if you are, you know, old and frail, for example, and have epilepsy, and you put your prescriptions away in the bag and it starts doing that, I mean, it can cause death. So, I mean, you know, I'm bringing it up to her and see what she thinks about it, but, I thought I'd make this video and just tell you guys my experience about it. And if you want to know the actual Walmart that this happened in just today, at around about, I think it's 4:30ish, maybe 5 o'clock. But anyways, it's the one in Anchorage, Alaska. I don't know what the zip code is. I think it's 99504. Anyways, it's the one over on DeBar and basically the major crossroads are DeBar and Muldoon. And there's a Fred Meyer's next door in Alaska, USA. And then you got the Walmart parking lot in the Walmart. But that's the Walmart that happened at, and I'm just kind of dumbfounded that they can be that stupid to install something that randomly strobes a customer for making random, you know, actions. I mean, the whole tracking thing I don't have a problem with. I think that was actually kind of cool, even though it kind of freaked me out a little bit that it was tracking me, but, you know, I could see why, because I stuck something in my bag and it saw it as suspicious. But the main thing that I have a problem with was those strobes. It didn't affect me because, I mean, I'm not an epileptic, but I started thinking about it because of my whole PCA training and stuff, and it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? So, yeah. Anyways, if you guys have any comments or want to, you know, leave a little discussion or something about this below, go ahead and do that. I try to, you know, check my email every day, if not every other day now. But, yeah. So, I mean, that was my experience today, and that was kind of creepy. I mean, what the hell? Obviously, I did nothing wrong, but the machine, or the tracking software, I guess you could say, took it as if I was making shoplifting actions or movements, if you will. So, I don't know. I'm not a shoplifter, though, so, you know, I'm cool. I had receipts and everything, and the stuff that I didn't have receipts for was in my cart, so it wasn't, you know, hidden or anything. But I just kind of thought that was really odd, the way that it would track you and stuff like that. I mean, the tracking part was cool, but the part that kind of pissed me off afterwards as an afterthought was the strobing, because, I mean, I was sitting there, you know, I didn't even notice the monitor up above me, because I was used to these monitors. You walk in, you know, you see yourself on the camera and stuff. Okay, cool, whatever, yeah. But, yeah, the part that kind of stopped me and was like, what the fuck is going on, was that it was strobing me. And it's like, what the hell are you guys thinking? But, like I said, if you want to discuss it, have any thoughts or comments on this kind of system, leave it down below. I just thought it was kind of bullshit how it strobed the shit out of me. Even though I'm not an epileptic, it kind of raised concerns about that kind of thing. So, man, if anyone wants to get in touch with Walmart about it, that's the one that it happened at. So, again, I'll see you guys next video. I'm going to try and save up for another gun for another review. Recently sold my SIG. I didn't really care for it. But, going to get a better gun than that. Went back to my USP for carry. It's fine for now. And, yeah, I don't really have anything else to show off currently for the YouTube community or to show you guys whatever. I would show off my working gear, except I don't exactly trust doing that because of that stalker on the channel, as we all know. So, yeah. But other than that, I gotta do some work for my agency tomorrow. Some background checks and crap like that. And try to use our own tracking software, as a matter of fact, I should call it, and whatnot, and try and locate these people. Got a stack of warrants, I guess you could say, or want ads, or wanted posters, basically. Not really a stack, but kind of like a little stack. I gotta research them and send that over to our team and my boss and whatnot. And then we gotta talk to the judge, get clearance and all that crap. So there's that. And then yeah, gotta do all that crap tomorrow. And then coming week we'll probably do something on that. I'm not going to record it. I don't record that part of my job. I'm not like that. So that's why you guys haven't saw anything that we've done so far. Other than that, I also got to call my other boss tomorrow and see when I'm supposed to come into work. Anyways, I'm going to cut this video off. It's going a little long because I'm just kind of ranting here and talking about random stuff now. So I'll see y'all next video. Thanks for watching. Delta 125.